When we get into the abundant frequency, this is when we have magnetic energy that allows great things to just flow into our life. The problem is, though, is most of us have been programmed to be in scarcity and lack. So we're always in this energy of not having enough. And we lack things, and therefore the reflection we get back in our reality is more lack. So we have to switch ourselves out of this lack scarcity type energy, and we have to get ourselves into an abundant energy. So in this video, I'm going to teach you 4 ways that you can do this. And again, when you get into this abundant frequency, this is when you become magnetic. This is when life starts getting good, because amazing things just start flowing in. So the first one is to tune into these 3 frequencies. So before I go into the 3 frequencies, you need to realize that you're an energetic being. You're always vibrating on frequencies. And then whatever frequency you're tuned into is the reflection you get back from the universe. So again, if you're in that lack frequency, that's the reflection you get back. However, if you're in that abundant frequency, that's also the reflection you get back. So the 3 frequencies that I want you to tune into are high vibrational frequencies that'll get you into that state of abundance. The first one is gratitude. Gratitude is a high vibrational frequency, and it is the frequency of receiving. When you are genuinely grateful for what you have in your life, the universe will bring more things into your life for you to be grateful for. So to get into the gratitude frequency, practice daily gratitude. You can either do this by thinking of 3 things you're grateful for as soon as you wake up in the morning, or you could end your day with writing 3 things that you were grateful for that happened during the day. Now, the second frequency is love. So love is our natural state of being. So when we're born, when we first come in here as a baby, we come in on the love frequency, which vibrates at 500. So we need to get ourselves tuned into this frequency, and we can do this in a number of ways. So one of the ways could just be spending time with your kids, as long as your kids aren't being too rowdy and annoying. But you know what I mean? Obviously, you have like real love for your kids. And when you feel that love, that's when you're tuned into that frequency. So for me, it's like I have a cat, and I love my cat so much. Like, she's such a good little cat. And I always feel that love in my heart. I feel like I'm vibrating on that frequency whenever I'm around her and giving her attention. So find your ways of tuning into that love frequency. And the third frequency is generosity. Now, this is because being generous is basically the opposite of being greedy. So when you're greedy, you're like me, me, me. You don't want to share. That is a scarcity lack type mindset. Whereas if you're generous with your money, or just with things that you have, like say, I like to bake. So say I bake some cookies, I will give them to my friends instead of eating them all for myself. You know what I mean? It's just being generous and just giving. So when you're being generous, that is you basically saying, I have enough, I'm good. So that's why I can give more. That energy is what's going to cause you to receive more. Now, number 2 is acknowledge the abundance that you do have in your life, because abundance can come in many forms. It is not just about money. So abundance can be like you're walking down the street and you find $1 on the ground, and you're like, oh look, $1, and you like pick it up. Like, that is a form of abundance. You just, it might not be a lot of money because it's only $1, but the fact that you found some money, like, and then if you actually acknowledge that, like, oh look, I found $1, like, yeah, I'm abundant. You actually acknowledge it. That helps you get into the frequency. So abundance could come in opportunities as well. If you had an opportunity presented to you, tell yourself and remind yourself and acknowledge, look, I am abundant. Opportunities come to me. Abundance can be gifts. So I've been getting a lot of gifts given to me lately by people, and these are just friends, and they're awesome as gifts as well, like things that I'm being given. But Or it's not even, it could also just be like someone's come around to my house and they've bought me some food or a drink, you know what I mean? Anything like that is like you acknowledge that as being abundant, like, oh look, I'm so lucky, like gifts coming into my life like this. um so again, abundance can come in so many different forms. Even like, I kind of thought of it like this, where I sort of thought of it being sort of funny, but like, like being a female, I shave my legs, right? So whenever I shave my legs, it's like I know I'm abundance with hair because it's going to grow back. No matter how much I shave this, it's always going to be growing back. So that is, in a way, a form of abundance. Number 3 is to be mindful of your feelings when you spend money. So whenever you're spending money, you don't want to think or feel like, oh, I don't know if I should be spending my money on this. Oh, I don't know if I can afford this. You don't want to feel bad for spending money. You don't want to feel guilty for spending money, because what that's doing is it's getting you in the scarcity lack vibration. So instead, get into the habit of whenever you're spending money, you're telling yourself that, oh, this money's going to come back to me twice as much. No matter how much money I spend, it's always coming back. So I have an analogy for you that I came up with. So if you go out to your garden and you're pulling weeds out of your garden, you're pulling those weeds knowing they're going to come straight back. No matter how many times you're out here pulling them out, they're always coming back. So you want to be in that same type of energy whenever you're spending money. You spend money knowing it's just going to come straight back. That's how you get into the abundant frequency. And number 4 is to program your mind with abundance affirmations. So just by simply listening to affirmations for abundance will help you to think and feel more abundantly. It'll help you to tune into that frequency. And if you do it every day, it's going to help program their subconscious mind as well. So I have an abundant affirmation video on my channel already. I'm going to link it here at the end of this video so you can check that one out. I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up or write a comment. And if you like this sort of content, then subscribe and hit the bell notification. I hope I see you on the next video. Peace.